In this video, we can talk about the peril industry. Peril industry is the most profitable biological industry. China, Japan, Vietnam, Philippines, Indonesia, India, and Sri Lanka are the major peril producing countries in the world. Any sand particle or tiny organism or organic matter enter into the oysters, mantle and shell, in between the mantle and shell, it acts as the irritant. As a result of irritation, the mantle cavity will produce the mother pearl layer or layer of nacre. As a result, within 3 to 6 years, a complete pearl is formed. This is the gist about the pearl industry. In India, the Rann of Kutch and Fog Bay, Gulf of Mannar, these are the major peril producing sites in India. Perils are known to man even 2600 BC. In India, the literature of Kautilya and Shakespeare also mentioned the peril formation. Here you can see the peril formation. Peril is the symbol of clarity and emotional purity. Peril formation is the result of simple irritant. Here the irritant may be the sand particle or tiny organism or organic particle. The amount of deposition of nacre, that is mother pearl layer, is directly proportional to the degree of irritation. That means if degree of irritation is more, the formation of pearl layer will be more. Within the 6 years, the complete pearl is formed. Within 3 to 6 years, the complete pearl is formed. Dr. Mikimoto of Japan was rightly called as the father of peril culture in the world. Peril is a white, highly lustrous, that is shining, globular concretion found within the shell of oysters. Lingua perils are the best quality perils in India. Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute, Tuticorin, Tamil Nadu, did a lot of work on pearl culture in India. Many bivalves of mollusks have the capacity to form the pearls under suitable climatic conditions. The marine oysters, like the pearl oysters, Pinctada vulgaris, Pinctada margaritifera, and Pinctada maxima. These are the MMV. That means Pinctada vulgaris, Pinctada maxima, Pinctada margaritifera are some of the species which are famous for pearl formation. Mytilus, Unio, and Lemellidans can also form the pearls in them. Generally, here you can see the beautiful picture. Any foreign particle or sand or parasite enters in between the shell and mantle, the epithelial layer of the mantle will produce the mother pearl layer or nacre secreting cells of the mantle around the irritant. That means the parasite or sand particle or any organic matter, the pearl layers are formed. The pearl layers are formed by the secretion around the foreign body. These nacreous layer or mother of pearl shell will produce the pearls. Here you can see pearl oysters are present at the depth of 10 to 12 fathoms. One fathom is equals to 6 meters, 6 meters, and the at a distance of 90 kilometers from the seashore. The oysters grow up to 90 to 100 millimeters in 4 to 5 years. The shell of the oysters show three layers. Their outer prismatic periostracum made up of conchiolin, similar to chitin, middle prismatic layer containing the prism of calcium carbonate. The innermost layer is made up of calcium carbonate and conchiolin, and it is secreted by the whole surface of the mantle. Once again, I'm telling the Peril shows three layers. The shell of the oyster shows three layers. That is, the outer periostracum is made up of conchiolin similar to chitin, middle prismatic layer containing the prism of calcium carbonate. The innermost layer is made up of calcium carbonate and conchiolin, and it is secreted by the whole surface of the mantle. The former layers are secreted by the side of the mantle. When you see the Peril shows at work, that means Peril shows water 2 to 4%, organic matter 3.5 to 5.9%, residues 0.1 to 0.8%, and calcium carbonate 90%. That means Peril shows 90% of calcium carbonate, 0.1 to 0.8 to residues, organic matter 3 to 9, 5, 6%, water 2 to 4%. Here, when you see, I have developed a mnemonic that is Krish cleared perils. That means there are several steps involved in the peril formation. One is the collection of peril oysters, a rearing of oysters, insertion of nucleus, and the harvesting and clearing of perils. Here you can see the collection of oysters. In Japan, oysters are collected by women divers from the bottom of the sea. These ladies are called ama or sea gales. They go up to 5 meters depth in the ocean and collect the oysters from the bottom of the sea. Generally, they are called as ama or sea gales from the Japan. The rearing of oysters. Peril collected oysters are reared in a special type of cages called rearing cages. These cages are well protected from natural peril oyster enemies like octopus, eel, and starfish, etc. The collected oysters are cleaned and kept in a culture cages for 10 to 20 days. This is called uh, acclimatization. That means any new species they have to adjust, accommodate, and acclimatize to the new environment. That's why acclimatization is done to avoid the stress and strain. And the insertion of the nucleus, the a piece of tissue which is inserted into the mantle is called as a graft tissue. It measures about 0.7 to 0.5 centimeters, and it acts as a bed for nucleus. The calcareous, the calcareous nucleus is inserted in between the mantle and the shell. The best method for the introduction of the nucleus pushing gale in Japan, the best method for introduction of the nucleus pushing gale in Japan is called as Tomarine-Sons or Miss Nucleus pushers. The entire operation is completed within 30 minutes. If more than 30 minutes, the oyster will die. The trained lady can operate 25 to 40 operations per hour. Post-operational care or harvesting. After the operation, the oysters are placed in the cages in the sea. They are kept at a depth of 2 to 3 meters for about 6 to 7 days to recover from the shocks due to operation. This period is called recovery period. Now the oysters examined properly and deceased individuals, that is, died individuals, are removed from the cages. 3,000 to 6,000 healthy oysters are kept in a depth of 2 to 3 meters for 3 to 6 years. The Peril oysters grow best in warm, shallow waters, not more than 14 meters depth. The best time for Peril harvesting is December to February. After 3 years of insertion of nucleus, the oysters are sacrificed to get the perils. After taking out the peril, they are washed with simple soap solution and get the perils. The paralyzed enemies like octopus, eels, and starfish can destroy the oysters. That's why you must be aware of the enemies octopus, eels, and starfish. The lethal cold water, low salinity of water, high range of temperature, high vagaries of high range of temperature, or can destroy the peril industry by affecting the rearing oysters. That's why peril industry is a very boon and boost for the unemployed people. If you are expertise in this field, you will get more health and wealth also to doing the to improve the national uh, wealth for the for India. Thank you. We will see in the next video also.